We could soon learn a lot about what the government has learned about the origins of the COVID-19 virus. On Monday, President Biden signed a bill that directs the federal government to declassify as much intelligence as possible about the virus's origins. NBC News Chief White House correspondent Peter Alexander joins us now with more. Peter, good morning, my friend. So this new law would declassify some intelligence related to the virus in China. Do we know what we might learn and how soon?
Yeah, Joe, it's a good question. This new move by President Biden is going to give Americans really their first chance to see for themselves the intelligence that the country has gathered on the origins of COVID-19. The president, as you noted, signed this bipartisan bill Monday, backed by Democrats and Republicans. It orders this country's top intelligence official, the director of national intelligence, to declassify all information that details the potential links between China's Wuhan lab and the COVID outbreak. And it has to happen within 90 days, President Biden saying he wants to be as transparent as possible about how the pandemic may have started, but he acknowledges the need, of course, to protect against the release of anything that could harm national security. As you know, the U.S. intelligence community right now remains split about COVID's origins. You got the Department of Energy and the FBI that have both recently said it was likely a lab leak, but then other agencies have said it may have started naturally. All of this matters because if COVID came from a Chinese lab, it would further break down these already strained relations between the U.S. and China. China has repeatedly blocked global efforts to try to figure out exactly where COVID-19 began, Joe.
Yeah, and Peter, at the same time, we're watching yesterday's meeting between Chinese President Xi and Russian President Putin. As you mentioned, comes with relations between China and the U.S. incredibly strained. What's the White House saying about that encounter?
Yeah, day two of that visit going on as we speak. The White House has called on China's President Xi to condemn Russia for its year-long war in Ukraine. Obviously, that hasn't happened. You remember Xi's pre-planned visit comes just days after the International Criminal Court accused the Russian president of war crimes. So this is obviously a major show of support for Russia from the leader of the world's second largest superpower. The U.S. has publicly warned the world that China may still send lethal weapons to Russia and not to be fooled by these potential proposals for a ceasefire, Joe.
All right, Peter Alexander at the White House. Peter, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.